Welcome back. Welcome back to the Scorpio channel. My name is Laura. I'm going to do a general message for Scorpio. Know that energy is fluid. Always interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also know if you're new to the channel, I like to go deep. We look at everything. So we also look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, to see how they play out as karmic themes and why you attracted this person into your life to begin with. What is the spiritual significance? This is helpful when it's a karmic connection. And if it's a karmic connection that it's an undesirable karmic theme that you keep reliving, you definitely want to know what you would need to do to break that karmic loop. Otherwise they become karmic cycles, and karmic cycles over time become karmic contracts. And there's nothing worse than being in a trauma bond karmic contract with someone. You're just miserable. I watched my dad be in a karmic contract, and he drank to deal with it. He just drank to deal with it. He was always drunk in order to deal with it. He was a very functioning alcoholic, but what happens is you have to live detached, you have to live disassociated in order to live in that type of relationship, because you don't like the person. You don't like the person, and you don't like the person that you become being connected to someone like that. Now, I don't know why I'm saying this. Maybe we're going to see that within this reading. Now, if you want to enter into winning free reading with me, you got to like the video, subscribe to the channel, write the word of the video in your comment bar, and also know the word of the video is always the energy, the underlining energy to the reading, why everyone does what they do. Okay, let's just jump on right on in, because it's a new channel, so time goes really fast. Possibly because I know that I'm limited in time, right? That's just the way it works. Okay, too intense. So it's like the connection. You and this person have this almost like it's too intense. And it's because it's a spiritual connection. This person likes surface connections. Here for a good time, not a long time. They tend to associate committed relationships with not with a lot of just turmoil. And I think because this person doesn't know how to be in a committed relationship. If things are too calm, they actually sabotage themselves. This is the energy. So it's like too intense. So because it's like there's a lot of attraction, there's familiarity, and I feel like you can read this person. So, and the person doesn't like anyone to be able to like read them or figure them out. Okay, losing faith. So, and there's also, they don't believe, they don't like really believe that they can have love. They don't believe in love. And it's because I think that they've only seen relationships that of attachment, right? Again, relationships that are more attachment are those trauma bond relationships that I was talking about, where you have two people that are together out of need, like two people that admire, that got together because they admired something about the other. And it's usually like, well, I find you attractive and you find my financial stability attractive. So again, it starts off like what it has potential on paper, but there was no intimacy. And intimacy, I'm talking about bedroom intimacy. I'm talking about deep soul intimacy, because this person's detached. So every relationship is horrible. They never give enough. And here you come along and they actually felt like they're like, I like you a lot, that I want to give you. And that's like, it's scary. And it's also makes me feel very uncomfortable. That's the energy. Okay. And so almost like they got confused. And that made you very confused because you're like, I don't get it, because I know that you like me. I know that you like me. So why are you doing this? And it's because, again, relationships, they don't have success in relationships. And that's because of the way that they are. And so again, and where this person like is like they need like sex, and so they still are like you're not sexually connected to them. And it's like where I feel like you didn't, this person again here for a good time, not a long time. So the people that they normally attract, they give it up really fast because this person is very charming and comes on strong and creates that facade, lies. And usually you have people that don't value themselves enough that they, wind up in the bedroom right away. And then your person's like, okay, peace out, like bye. And here it is, you're not doing it. You're not coming on that way. You're never talking about their body. You're never sending pictures. You're never talking to them in that way. Um, and so they're like, this is a dry spell. You don't really like me. You don't like there's like where it's with offending their ego. Like it was affecting their ego. Like why? Like everybody likes me. What's wrong with you? Like it was almost like they saw it like as a trigger. And again, made it confusing for them because they associate like, hey, if you really like me, you're gonna do that instead of that. When meanwhile, it's like you're like, you don't give me enough attention and you need constant attention. So again, the constant attention is that you talk to a lot of different people, and meanwhile, I'm right here. It's like, so you're not giving me the attention. And again, it's because the person's detached and they're disassociated, and that creates intimacy problems where this person is never accountable. It's like anytime you need them to show up, they're not there. And they won't take the blame. And they won't take the blame for what they do. They won't be accountable in that matter either. They just won't be accountable one way or the other. They won't show up for you, and they also won't take responsibility for the fact that that's what they should do. But then they need all this attention. So it's really like one-sided, and I feel like expectations, they had an unrealistic expectation of what you were supposed to do. And I feel like you had an expectation of what you wanted them to do, what you felt like they should do, because again, that you could feel the chemistry. I'm beginning to focus on my mission, and our connection is part of that. So this person like believes that you're supposed to be in their life. So maybe they admire something that you do, or they believe that your energy would be good for them. But it's again more like you're an extension of them. Like you're an extension of them. So in their mind, it's almost like they know that they haven't treated you right, but there's also a sense of, I feel like because we have this connection that you're gonna like still be there for me. And it's because they're just so childish. They don't, it's like they're just not evolved. They've never had this type of deep connection that's so intense that it scares them. But then they feel that you're going to be like so goo-goo and blinded by it that you're going to do whatever, because that's the type of people that they're used to dealing with. They're not realizing, they know that you're someone completely different, though, however, but they don't know how to deal with you. And that's really what it is. They're childish. They're immature. They're immature. They're emotionally immature. So it's again because that's what they see. They need so much too. So we have to say, why don't you attract this person into your life? You know, because it's not that they don't have it. Listen, they're attracted, but it's like they're not there. It's like pagey energy, like someone that would be again, come on, right on in, tell you a bunch of things, have it not really be true, and then be in and out, like, and it would always be full of drama and craziness. Um, and with frustration. So again, these are your inner child wounds to it, because we have to say, why would you attract a person like this? What needs to be healed with inside of you? And I feel like relationships are frustrating for you again because you just feel like it can't happen. And that's so you either get a person that people that are really immature and they don't again step it up, people that are not healed, that don't want to do healing, And so, you also probably watched like parents be frustrated with each other. And again, sometimes we inherit that trauma. But again, it's that is not comfortable for you. That intimate relationships on some level just never go smooth. That's a karmic theme. And so physical touch, really, I associate that with emotionally. So again, they are never emotionally there. So again, physical touch is comforting. You never get comforting. Your needs in that manner are never taken care of. Maybe they can come in and they can pay stuff for you, but emotionally, you're not getting what you need. And that's a karmic theme that has continued to play out since childhood. And then again, play. So there's a sense of you not going out into the world and finding yourself enough. Playing is that, how do you find yourself? You go out and you have a love affair with yourself. What do kids do? Kids go out and they play and they don't have expectations of what it looks like or what it needs to look like. They just go out and have fun and they find themselves, and that's how they know what they like. They know what they don't like. And then you're able to design your life better. You're able to manifest your life better because this seems to be that you grew up in an environment where you saw this type of behavior, you inherited it, then you went through a few of your own experiences. So there's a sense of really needing to change that energy. And so that's an inside job. And the inside job is to really, again, figure out what it is that you really like. This way you can manifest it. This way you can, again, imagine it, embody it, because you're embodying what you love to do. And when that happens, you're meeting people and you're getting the emotional needs that you need, the comforting, the love. The physical touch to me is again all about that emotional comfort, that someone's showing up for you. We need that too. We need that just as much as we need like to food. And that's something that is depleted. And so I always like to also ask Spirit, is there any other energy that we should know about at this time or pull into the reading? Again, balance. I find a balance between each sphere of my life. I am a master of my daily life. I make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. I bring love to my world by fulfilling the needs of my body and soul. So it's about not losing yourself and balance. When you stay balanced, someone that's imbalanced can't come into your life. You know what I mean? It's like, because someone that's imbalanced will look for you to give them that emotional support, which is what you keep seeing. When meanwhile, you're like, well, I need it. And Spirit says, bingo, that's why you keep attracting that. So break that karmic cycle. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, Scorpio, you let me know how you resonated with this. Bye.